Meanwhile, a close group of families, friends and associates of Anthony Madu were able to preview the Disney Plus production that chronicled the story of the 12-year-old Nigerian ballet dancer who became a viral sensation after a video showed him dancing ballet barefoot on a rainy street outside Lagos.
The journey so far for Anthony Madu, the sensational Nigerian ballet dancer pirouetting barefooted in the rain back in 2020, finally gets a Nigerian screening. Somewhere in Lagos, southwest Nigeria, the Disney production directed by Matthew Ogens and Joel Kachi Benson gets on the big screen, and for the first time, Anthony could share his story with other people in the presence of his immediate family. The documentary followed his story to one of the most prestigious ballet schools in the world and the expression of the culture shock a 12-year-old kid experienced in a foreign land.
Like, really scared of heights. Like, I want to look so weird. This. Sam? What is it? All that we see or see is but a dream within a dream.
How was the experience?
After the screening, Anthony and the director spared time to interact with some of the guests, taking pictures and answering questions from here and there. For Kachi, who captured the story from the Nigerian angle, it was the kind of exercise that leaves a mark on you permanently.
The thing about the story is just the fact that, we were able to forge a really strong relationship and bond with him. Anthony is like the same age with like my son. We just sort of like had this interesting relationship between the both of us where, we could talk. And, as a doc filmmaker, building trust is really at the core of what I do, and so it was great just seeing that the highs and the lows, a lot of times you see those things and it hits you in a certain way, but then you also know that as a filmmaker, you shouldn't really interfere. Just life has to happen and your job is to document. We're just conduits, for him to share his story. So it was great. It was a great experience, and I'm happy that he came out on the other side, like a really self-confident young man now. He can speak for himself. He can, he's very articulate. So it all ended well.
Anthony is first thankful that the cameras have stopped following him before he explained what it felt like leaving the suburb of Lagos in southwest Nigeria to the high brows of England.
Definitely a different feel to it. When the camera's there, now, I suppose now there's no, you don't feel that tension around you, but then also when we started filming, it was kind of I got a bit conscious that there's all these cameras around me, but then over time I kind of got used to it and stuff, and you just really get used to it. And one of the great thing about it is that we all had such a great time making this film, and it has been really amazing.
I was 5 years old when I discovered ballet. People think that it's not for boys. It's my dream, and I have to follow it.
He recollects some of the low moments and how a medical diagnosis almost spelled the end of a dream he had chased halfway across the world.
Madu, we wanted to talk to you about Anthony, your son. He had so much raw talent that we are interested in at the school.
Thankfully to the school that I am in right now, they really try to help me, try to book more doctor's appointments to see what we can do to try and help around my environment and all that stuff. And with school work and stuff, I got a lot of support in terms of school and dance as well.
His story did not only capture his journey, but also the effect on his immediate family.
It wasn't easy at all. The experience wasn't an easy one. Every day when I remember him, I don't know if I will be sad or I'll be happy. Remembering what he is pursuing, I will be glad and I will be thankful to God Almighty who made it possible for him to go over there. But when I look around, I couldn't see him by my side again. At times I feel sad. But in everything, I give thanks to God who made all things, who made his dreams to come true. Because right from young, small age, 5 years old, this was his dream, to be a great dancer. I thank God for making him who he is today.
Not only did he lose his accent in 4 years, he has also grown to become a young man in tune with Western culture. His mother in particular was a bit concerned at the beginning.
I was a bit concerned, but when I asked him whether he really understands Igbo well, he said yes, but just that he cannot speak. And I said, then why is your accent like this? He said that he don't know, the thing just enter his mouth. Anyway, no problem about it. I was happy for his coping up, mingling with the people that he has not met before. I was very happy for that.
I had a little bit. It wasn't that much, but then like the more I kept coming back to Nigeria, the more easier it kind of got for me to switch back into the Nigerian culture, and then going back to the UK, switching into the like British kind of like culture thing. So I suppose now it isn't actually that hard anymore. Yeah, but yeah, you just kind of get used to it.
But now she's thankful for his story and how well it's going so far. Anthony is also thankful about the opening chapters of his career. He is now looking forward to the next chapters and taking advantage of available opportunities.
I think what's next for me is pretty much figuring out my life and just pretty much going into doing a lot of things, having quite a lot of experience and trying newer things in life. Yeah.
Sometimes I close my eyes and imagine myself in the big stage.
I'd like to know, did you have a story?
Set me free. Now I need to find release. Set me to the open sky.
The promise I'm making to my mom and my family is I'll never let them down.